When it comes to craft work, the satin rose is one part of craft that we use over and over again. Welcome guys to another edition of our craft class. Today we'll be learning to make the satin rose. I'm using a 3.8 centimeter width satin ribbon, and if you've seen several of my videos, I keep on trying to perfect this rose as much as I can. Now don't get me wrong, there are times that I get the perfect rose, the perfect size, the perfect shape, and how I want the spiral to turn out. There are times that I get it perfectly, like that cream colored rose you see there, I made it. But like there's also times that when I try to put it in a tutorial form, it just doesn't look right. So what I'll be doing in this channel is to document my several attempts at getting the satin rose right. Alright, so what I'm pointing out here is to make sure that as you fold your ribbon, each layer of fold should come closely below or behind the previous layer. This would help us to go down as we progress, and this would widen the rose at the base. If we continue wrapping around the same spots, it won't form a rose. We will just have like a long tube of satin ribbon. So the point is to keep each fold a step closely behind the previous fold. Alright guys, if you look closely at my left thumb, you realize that I'm trying to peg and hold down the bottom of the rose. This is to allow the next fold to be formed, and your fold should be slanted. It should be slanted so that you can fold around the cone that is about to be your rose. So I'm always going to use my left thumb. I'm going to repeat that again, using the left thumb to pin down the rose at that end, right, and then use my right thumb to form the slant of the fold, and then glue. Remember, we would always use add glue to the first fold where we formed the fold where your left thumb was. I'm trying my best to explain the tiny tidbits from, as I've progressed with learning how to make this satin rose. I'm trying to explain those tiny tidbits that would make you learn a lot faster, or that would make it a lot easier to understand. You should always pin the beginning of the fold with the left thumb, while you use the right thumb to form your new fold, and then before you glue to that end. So these are tiny tips that you would find useful while making your satin rose. Guys, to see more content like this, to see more interesting craft content like this, I would suggest you like this video and subscribe to my channel, so whenever I put up new videos, you would get a notification, so you would watch and keep learning. Thanks guys. If you ask me, I would say making the satin rose has a lot to do with triangles, and getting those angles correctly is one of the keys to getting your rose or rosette, is one of the keys to getting it to be properly made. If you notice, I'm forming a lot of triangles as I move on along the way, so I guess I tried this time. We're going to keep on trying and attempting to get this rose till we get it perfectly right, and do the ultimate spiral rosette, which I'm so fascinated by. Alright guys, we've come to the end of this video. At the end, you would snip off or cut off your excess ribbon, and don't forget to heat seal, after which you would apply some glue to that excess ribbon or fabric. And when you add your glue, all you need to do is just tuck it below the main work. After doing that, you're going to use your heat and heat seal round the ribbon to form the base. Usually most satin roses have 5 edges, so it would be like a little pentagon at the base. So this is where you get to form your pentagon. Some people prefer it to be 3-sided, so like a triangle, but most times it best looks like a pentagon to get that perfect 5-side shape or 6-side shape, so that you can easily fit in between whatever work you're doing. Thanks guys for watching. See you next